What's up, guys? Xraypc here, back with another video. This one is gonna be me watching a top-ish, esports match. Um, and I want to see like how it plays at the top level in more recent times. I think this one came out 2 days ago, so this is more of the current meta, pretty much. I think all they're missing in a sense is Apollo, but I don't think anybody would be trying to use Apollo in here. Doesn't even seem like I don't even think they're allowing new characters, to be honest. I don't see Graves. I don't see Rem. So this is pretty much what the meta is without any of those characters being played. I see Celeste actually banned, but other than that, I don't see anyone playing Rem or anything like that, which is kind of crazy because I feel like Rem is easy enough that you should be able to play it. And with all the new Rem buffs, I feel like Rem's gonna be played a lot more. I can see Kelvin being insane. I mean, literally his slide in the air is insane. His movement's crazy. He could just slow your entire team, and then he has like a built-in like actual like popped heal, like just a AoE heal. He could just pop, 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 pop. So I could see him being played a little bit more. And Ivy's really good too. So I mean, all the supports are just good. I think all the supports to me are as good as each other. I think Kelvin, Paige, Ivy, Rem, I think they're all now just as good as each other. It's kind of just what your team kind of plays around better. So, and then they banned Mean over here with Holiday. I could see like let's say like they have Bebop. Holiday could literally just get hooked in, ult him instantly, and then get hooked as close as you can. I think she could pop debuff remover or is it dispel magic or whatever. Get rid of the hook midway, pop her ult on him instead, and then just pull him back into his team or her team. I mean, instead, and that would destroy him. So I could see plays like that happening. So that's why you wouldn't want to have to play against that. And this team's probably really good at Holiday. And they got what Shiv, Billy, Mirage, Paige, Lash, Bebop. Mirage is like one of the best late game carries. He just pops off late, it's over. Shiv is also pretty good. Like Shiv's good throughout the game, but Shiv is super good late. Once you have majority your ability, your ult maxed out, and majority your abilities like up, like your let's say I think you're seeing people get like his one maxed out, so you could just dagger people, and then to get them low, and then your ult just to always you kill somebody though it resets, you kill somebody ult, it resets, you kill somebody ult, and you just finish off all fights. Your Mirage is just gonna pop as soon as he gets his like main 4 items. There's like was it a ricochet, inhibitor, toxic bullets, and like at least like boundless spirit, so your third ability hits like crazy. Yeah, that's usually when he pops off. And then it looks like this team has Geist, who's OP late, Drifter, who's like a OP early. He gets super OP late too, but I feel like he is definitely better early to mid. And then once they start getting like a lot of items that counter him, he doesn't do as well. But Lady Geist is good throughout like she's actually good throughout the early game too, but definitely mid to late game, she just like becomes unstoppable, and it's like the most annoying thing to deal with. Silver, this is Silver before her buffs. Silver with the buffs. So she got buffs before, but I think she still needed some. Silver with the buffs now, crazy. Yamato, Drifter, Ivy, Silver, Geist, Paradox. So they have a front line with Silver and ult and Yamato, and then they have Drifter, who's like hyper carry early. Silver, who can kind of carry early. Paradox is there to like be a pseudo support, set up kills. Bebop's there to set up kills. So.
That is floor man.
Yes,
that's a dead floor man. Let's see. Let's go there.
Thank you very much, Golden
straight in the game.
Right, Muddle Fudgers lock in.
Let me turn the casters down. I'll let you guys listen to. I'll try to keep the announcer people in there. But I don't want them overpowering my voice.
Lord and M dropping some DMB shade at the beginning. It's like DMB shit. What? I'm not even sure it's shade, but it's just like nope.
We'll probably just watch the full match. If they pause or anything like that, I'll just scan through.
With the times and yeah,
we're only gonna do the one match. I don't want to have to make this. I just want to showcase you guys what esports looks like in this game. I'm also gonna have the
within night shift, and it's gonna be League playing it. So definitely looking at this Drifter Silver lane. Probably also the full homeless lane, as it were, with keen eye.
Yeah, it's going to be very curious. Obviously, we've seen Drifter before, but it was a bit of a meme. We were kind of getting excited about it. Obviously, Eternal Knight's very powerful, the ability to affect the vision of your opponents, but I don't know if it's going to be the be-all and end-all in a game like this. It is on the Drifter Silver lane, so two, you know, people that are tussling with their feral sides, I suppose. Good.
Oh, it would have been a Silver Geist lane, but they swapped it.
Creeps just have to respect this to some degree. I think that is the Page and the Shiv that are opposing them.
Also, kind of as expected, John is on Mirage Jail. There's a lot of people that may be tuning in going like, oh, I can't.
Looks like a Dorian. So he was a pocket one trick for like as long as I knew him. I met him in like he was like a Spider-Man main in Power of Rivals. I met him. But yeah, now he learned a bunch of characters. Probably, you know, after playing game for a while, you can't really only play the one character. All they would have to do is just ban that one character out.
Yeah, Fishcake, big overextension into a Soul Idol that comes in from over the top. So heads up stuff there from Rocker, who was instrumental in the previous game. Ido is going to be on the latch. I think we didn't actually get enough time to talk about him in that previous game, but this definitely makes the most sense. Obviously, we've seen Ido on the Shib as well, but definitely a hero who benefits from great movement. Ido is going to be looking to set up a lot of these fights here.
And watch these team, like they pretty early on, they're already. I watch as soon as it hits like 3 minutes, boxes, like it's like 2.5 minutes, boxes. More so on like 33-30 boxes. Like they get their mids, like the little mid jungle, and then the buff spawns up. You're gonna see somebody pretty much set up for it instantly. You're gonna see the enemy team try to fight them for it. They're always diving turrets because they're early. You know, Gardens don't really do anything, so you can abuse them. Yeah.
Battle has been called between middle and right, and look, we're seeing more of this here. Teams are a lot more willing in comp to you know, contest each other at boxes. It's not quite the, you know, gentleman's agreement, everyone just stay in lane until 10, and you know, all that just took place pre 3 minutes. So
I'm curious how this Shiv is doing in lane. Like, dude, it's at 2.6k already.
Yeah, we get to marinate on that a little bit longer.
Is John getting called Cajun Germa in the chat?
What?
I don't know. Someone said, I'm glad Cajun Germa can play finally. I need to know.
No, I think they're talking about Drifter.
Okay,
I was
gonna say
no.
It doesn't sound like he's from Louisiana at all. But okay,
no, it's definitely
okay. Yeah, okay. I'm curious to see. Obviously, League already with a decent little bit amount of souls to the pocket here, returning back to the lane. And you'll see, of course, that utility from Saya offering some durability to Do, who we have eyes on in his debut. All
right, who messed with the decimals in the prize pool? Who did it?
Why are we doing that?
God dang!
It needs to be to 11 significant figures, guys. Yep, as the math teacher, that is what I require to party.
Really wanted to throw as many numbers as possible to throw for the 6-7 that's in the middle there, you know?
6-7, baby!
Yes, I am one with the kids, of course.
Yes, hello kids.
Yes.
We have an average age here of like 38.
I'm surprised like this Ivy didn't try to just. I think she got one stolen. Why didn't he actually try for that? That's weird. Like he didn't like flick up and shoot it real quick with his machine gun. He wasn't gonna die. Person was at a tower. That's weird to see though. All right, hold on. These guys are like talking about Mimi stuff. It's weird to see that even at the current pinnacle, right? Because there's not as many. There's still not as many top people in the shooting space playing the game right now. So this is what in a sense the top pinnacle is, but every game in the alpha is the beta, and this is literally still invite only, right? You have to invite people to things. Some people don't want to give it a try because it's not fully out yet. So like, I mean, they're good. It's just weird to see like I'm like ritualist, and that guy let like 2 orbs get taken for absolutely no reason when he's like one of the best orb taking characters. He was just like so busy trying to kill things and then move away. When I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 orbs being taken is not that bad early since they're only going to be worth like maybe like 48 or something.
Scout has rotated here.
Weird though.
Well off the mid lane, and you know the key to watch here from melee creeps. There's no.
I think it's like 52-ish. Yeah, 26, 52.
To get buffs on both sides, so watch the Hidden King rotation.
Like that 52 would have gotten that guy an item.
Yeah, you're dead right. Here comes Scout. This is the works for a while.
Instantly, like 4. We're not even at the 5-minute mark when a buff spawns and they already got ganked. You know what I mean? Like this is like how you guys need to be playing your matches, right? If you cleared your lane over there, leave one person who's good at like clearing the lane to stay, or who wants that solo farm, and then gank yourself. So he left the Mirage because Mirage needs, or dang it, hey, oh, yeah, I think it's Mirage. He let the Mirage, who wants to get to late game as fast as possible. Bebop wants to fight as early as possible, so he just left Bebop there and ganked instead.
He's gonna be thrown out, but still,
They could punish this Mirage's tower, but maybe the Mirage is good enough to kind of poke them out.
About to get work done on it. Rocker, of course, can clear this ways pretty effectively with the Kudzu bomb, but it's still a problem for the Sapphire side. And now melee creeps can peel.
Oh yeah, don't ever be afraid to use your heavy melee as movement, especially where the heavy melee is on melee charge. If you guys are playing characters who get melee charge, you could use it as movement. Honestly, melee charge is super good for any weapon character, to me, because it gives you melee, it gives you ammo back, and everything gives you a huge burst of damage. Melee scares off melee weapon damage.
Ended up spawning there, but you know, all in all,
So,
relatively
to me, at least one melee item is good, and if you're gonna get one, I think it's melee charge into the 6400 item as a weapon character.
Get a W because it's just been too long, Mitch.
I mean, League, obviously, we saw the carry Mina in the previous game, so obviously the kind of player who wants to be getting a lot of that farm funneled over towards them. Already have the ultimate online, but you know, melee creeps are ahead in those souls, and we're at a pretty crucial point in the game where some of those 4 abilities are still getting active.
Okay.
Power Slash comes in very quickly, bash down, coming out from Fishcake, so he'll be able to double back. League's picked off, though. That is crucial. Florman now in a bit of danger on this right side of the map. A rotation in there, though, by the looks of things from Goober. While this Guardian's being pressured down, there's the paradoxical swap, and Do is going to be cooked. Easy enough pickup here. Hyper Beam getting thrown in, though, by Scout, but
I feel like that Hyper Beam should have came out way earlier.
trying to ward League away. He returns to the lane.
He's 100% probably dead here.
Knocked away, but still, I think Scout is cooked here. Tough to escape the slash, bring them low enough, and League will have his.
That was a super late beam, and then he held it forever instead of just canceling it and walking away.
Still active here on the right-hand side, by the way, as we look at Do, who instantly comes back into the fray. Going to be 3, actually, for Floormen on the right-hand side. And, I mean, look, they may just run at Xraypc here again. And nope, as I say that, okay, Goober's going to head on back. A little bit of civility here. And, man, it's been so much action, Mitch. Can you believe it's still under 7 minutes as the airdrop comes into play?
Okay, what is the plan here? Looks like Goober's going to be joining them. So, yep, straight past the Guardian we go. Nice! Carbine connection is going to be forcing out a chain gang, but it's thrown
That's smart.
Shrug that off instantly, and Fishcake is down. Now, Floorman
Threw him over the turret instead of throw him through the turret so he doesn't get shot by the turret at all, and you could just land on him. Gets a landing damage, knock him up. Oh, super random parry, but I mean, I guess some people might have meleeed you from there, but I don't know. That melee charge is a pretty long distance.
So like in Curse, that's more or less just doing a little bit of creep clearing duty as you know, very hostile environment here, but still a little bit extra damage here towards Scout, towards the tail end, but there's the final howl. Gonna be rotating.
See, this is the games where I see maybe people are like, hey, we need to buff Silver because
into mid to defend, not wanting to give up mid Guardian here.
I'm just like I'm trying to sit here and think. At low ranks, like, Silver's unkillable because everyone's so bad.
Going to drop back.
But I guess the highest ranks, she would just pop wolf form and get melted and get, like, disarmed by somebody. Somebody would just buy this disarming hex, disarm her, and just everyone shoots her at the same time and kills her. And she can't heal. Because all you do is kite back and then kill her.
Quite nasty. The movement slow, I think, is pretty important, of course.
Like, I think against Silver now, when I'm playing Rems, Page, Bebop, anything like that, I'm gonna start getting disarming hex. Like Bebop, pull her in, disarming hex, pull her away from my carry, put a bomb on her, knock her up away from my carry, but towards my tower at least.
AVG getting the rising ram towards the end, but also responding with the power slash of his own, and what looked like AVG potentially taking a beating quickly goes.
I think also against her, I would rush my anti-heal. They also have Geist as well, and they have oh my god, they have four to five characters who could actually just abuse healing or have healing built in.
So in the end, it was just more some passive work over towards this farm. Obviously, we are in the 9th minute now, so Sinner sacrifices were being snapped up as well. Was why we had a brief reprieve from the actual pushing in the lanes, but that looks like it's about to change. Castro over towards mid side of the map. The Bebop Lash duo.
I like showing some of this stuff too. Like you can see, like immediately he just got off zip, jumped to where the boxes were, farm more boxes. That's what a lot of low rank people don't do. Is they don't even realize how important boxes are, and they're missing out on so much souls that can help them come back and or keep the lead.
I do think
Like people who don't like boxes, who get fed in lane and know to CS well. But then it's like if you're just good at boxes and take them from them, and you take their boxes and your own boxes, you just get a huge lead. And then if you're smart at the game and you know the enemy's not as smart as you, or maybe you won in the lane for a little bit and you have the advantage, go take their boxes and use that as a way to get comeback. You know, you can come back like 600 souls if you get them the right amount of boxes and stuff within a certain amount of time in lane.
For a right side one, but there's still more chase to be done. You can see they're looking for Sire. These buffs have come up though, and it always seems to be melee creeps who are first to snap them up. Of course, the casting buff picked up, and an urn now spawned on the left side of the map, right in front of melee creeps.
Well, if the goal was to have Drifter come in and use Eternal Knight for the pickup, that didn't happen at all. Drifter's on the complete opposite side of the map, so
I need to start doing that. Using my heavy melee to get to that, using a wall jump for free stam, and then heavy meleeing towards the booster. I need to start doing that.
if you want to do that for first turn, I mean, first turn is one thing. Potentially get away is Idol's just getting plugged from the back and from the side.
Deaded.
Okay, that is the Lash out of the picture for the time being, but melee creeps undeterred, still heading towards this right side of the
And I want to show you the build. So this is why I say like she's a pseudo support, slowing bullets, but then she has other things too to like help get kills. But like watch the build later. Usually these people do this as like early game, from what I've seen, and then they usually pivot to like multiple support-ish items. They also got healing and right. Probably will turn that to like rescue beam or something to pull a teammate out of something dangerous. They get AoE healing out of Ivy anyways when she gets like vampiric bursts and levels up her 2.
Still heading towards this right side of the map where it's really only League that's in position. He wants to fight for it, but that might be ill-advised. Yeah, quickly doubles back now. But with melee creeps here, they may decide to try and hang around. There's a fight to be had if they can regroup, and maybe we'll see a contest for that Guardian. Kutsubom here. The grasping roots attempt to slow Scout down. He's going to be able to back away now. Reinforcements have arrived, but eyes are still on the Bebop.
That was a good knockback, but ooh.
Nice rallying charge. It's a big knock up and a hook straight into League, but he can fight for his life here. He really is
wait, he was by himself. Wait a minute. He had no teammate with him. Am I tripping? Wait. Wait, why did he do that? Sorry. My mic's broken and I'm too poor to buy anyone. Honestly, how did that not root? Am I tripping? How did that not root? He knocked the 2 away. He had the page with him. Ulted him. And then she just left. Oh, that's unfortunate. Why did the page leave their one-shot at Bebop after already ulting and hitting multiple people in that fight? She didn't need to fully leave the Bebop. Wait, now she's chasing Ivy by herself.
Now, he's got eyes turned in his direction. Looks like the chase is on. Billy is going to be in hot pursuit to make it so he won't be slipping away. The League is healthy. Build up a lot in those last couple of moments. In the meantime, yep, there's pressure also on towards his right side.
Okay, parry is a full 360 around you. So if you just hear that sound, go 1,000 parry, because that's how long it takes for it to go off. You hear the sound, it goes, that's how long it takes you to hit it. So as soon as you hear the sound, go 1,000. Even if you have to kind of cut yourself off a little bit, you have to adjust it to the timing. But I felt like when I did that timing in my head, obviously light attacks is kind of like you have to just judge if they're gonna light attack you. But heavies, you could like kind of adjust it in your head. 1,000. Within that 1,000, it's gonna go off. So you try to do it near the end of the 1,000. That's what helps me every time. The parry. Obviously, it's not gonna happen every time you're like one shot. You're just trying to live. Maybe you're not thinking straight, you know. But if you hear that sound, go one with that. You need to do it fast. It should be off to go off there then. Hold on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm surprised. Usually when he plays pocket, he just pops off. Maybe he's not fully used to like other characters like this one yet. mean, he's playing good on it, but he hasn't really set up like a lot of kills or anything. I mean, the build he's doing like okay. I guess he's just going straight into like an expensive build. He went melee lifesteal into monster rounds, saved till he got fleetfoot. Oh no, he got close quarters, and then he didn't. Then he put that straight into point blank. Okay, okay. See, some of these builds, like even these guys aren't really doing left to right. I feel like, like if you're doing super good in lane, I could see rushing straight into point blank because you just wouldn't care, and you're like you only have the one tank item, but that's fine. He has like no greens. He has a fourth like a just an 800 green. But like normally in lane, I would get like battle vest or bullet vest at least first, and then that, or maybe even the health regen item as well. The one that just gives you regen.
I gave away the cloud in this case. You know, I just GB looked a little bit unarmed.
The Ivy got the headshot item, rushed it into the bigger one, has backstabber and healing nova.
And you know, I gotta say, Mitch, you're taking account.
It doesn't have bullet lifesteal or healing booster. Huh?
Maybe the most farmed in the game, but League is right behind.
Mine's working though.
Yeah.
You know, best drifters looked in quite a while.
Yeah, I kind of like it. Life Strike Backstabber is going to be there. Like, obviously, just great pursuit itemization. League is going to be very hard to fight one-on-one, you know, for anyone. Can he continue to use, you know, Drifter's kit, which is so tuned towards isolating the individual and taking them down to punish melee creeps who don't necessarily have like the easiest pick potential. It's not on tap, right? You need a hook essentially from Scout or a Death Slam from Ido, which are both somewhat telegraphed, I think.
Uh-oh, dive.
That guy needs to ult out. Does he not have ult? He was close enough to his team. I feel like I would have just tornado ulted and then chilled. But he gets to stay in this fight.
Here's the transformation, but where is this Silverhead? He still wants to go after the Billy now. Fishcake had to give up his life in order to get John out. But
low key, this is why I'd rather get a stamina mastery on her. I mean, stamina mastery and like either fleetfoot or the other one, the AOE. Is it Hunter's Aura? No, is it Hunter's Aura? Can't remember. There's the other item you could proc and give you a movement speed boost.
This entire game, just been looking at this on fire paradox.
Because as soon as you go into your big form, you're melee only, and you're trying to stick on people, and if you're only trying to rely on your dash cooldown, I feel like it's kind of bad.
This is where really one of the two teams is likely to get ahead of the other, and we'll see. If you can get a pick right at this moment, you know.
That felt like a random stone. Like you could have moved him closer to the door, popped out the stone, used the stone to get to the high ground or something. I played a lot of Ivy's my most played character, so. And I like to be aggressive as hell on Ivy, so I've been in those situations.
Scout's going to be the first to fall. That is melee creeps' main way of starting a fight. Looks like they are going to disengage to some degree. Slide straight through this wall here is Fishcake.
See, like they're like team fighting a lot. Like it's just constant team fights, constant picking people off. But in the between, they're still slowly like getting some jungle farm, but mainly boxes. Boxes are the easiest way to like still get jungle farm without having to waste time killing the jungle when you're too slow at it.
Go down. Yes, both teams have lost playmakers, but there's these scattered skirmishes here. As that Earn is still up for grabs.
They're losing playmakers, but like it's just they're not pushing anything. They're just killing over and over and over. Which I guess is getting some people ahead, but it's also allowing the team that was behind, which is like team on the left, to come back. Because all they're doing is fighting.
Are going to make their contested is going to happen on the left-hand side. Now it's decision time though for Floormen. They were more keen in the last map.
Oh my goodness, and Mirage is already at 18k. He's been hyper farming, boy.
Perhaps is nope, they pull off.
They're still going to head over towards this left side of the map. John this whole time has been able to protect that left side walker and have global presence available with Traveler, which has now come back online. He's the one to watch. 19k souls for John. He's going to be hitting like an absolute Mack truck and obviously get into these fights at his leisure. And we have the double back as well from Ido, who's probably just gone to buy. But we have all 6 ultimates at the ready, and that Earn is on a collision course with the left lane.
Maybe one of our first major Earn contests of the night. You know, we got a few great ones in recent history. But this one, it's looking like it's going to be all hands on deck. League just destroys John early.
Oh, nice.
Enough to let Fishcake get the Earn turn in. But what's the death toll going to be for this now, Mitch?
I don't think melee creeps. Well, you wouldn't expect them to
Nothing.
much more than that. However,
They should just run.
I think for pure
Actually, somehow somebody on their team died.
wrong side of the map there.
The power shiv.
Them scurrying around that turn-in location, but
I kind of hate that Shiv's ult point and click.
gotta make a trade for this, and it's gonna be a right side walk.
I feel like his ult should be like 15% execute range, 20% maxed out, maybe 25%. With it being point and click, 25% is kind of annoying.
For Foreman is that they don't care that much about Earn.
Everyone else just has an aim and he doesn't.
Enough people, Mitch, to make it a difficult Earn turn in to where you actually have to put in effort into getting the Earn. But the real objective that we've been seeing, going all the way back to last game and now here, is that they want to get a walker. So their entire game plan is, we will slow you down enough.
Is she just going full tank? I guess she has to. I was like, why is her Yamato going 0 and 3, like only 6 assists? That makes sense. She's going full tank. How is the dang? The Silver's doing horrible in this one. I think she's still new enough that it's kind of hard to play her. So they banned Celeste and used that one, but didn't use Rem. Are the top player people trying to think that Rem before this new buff that they just got was bad? Like, am I tripping?
Nothing, of course, about how impactful that ultimate can be. Big hook, though. This might be the fight they're looking for. Captivating read also used to try and catch out this Ivy. And yet, Rocket's been able to glide away for the most part. Will they be allowed to escape entirely remains to be seen, but it looks like they put enough distance between them and there would be pursuers.
I wonder if there's room to weave in the silence wave there before Stone Foreman is on a knife's edge, and Rocker is able to get away from for what any other hero likely would have been death.
Does get the airdrop out. We'll see if that ends up really making a huge difference.
I think Silence Wave is one of the most underutilized items ever. That thing's range is insane. I've been getting it on Rem and Page, and I realized not recently because I've been trying other stuff, but every time I don't play with it, I'm like, wow, these fights are a lot harder because it's like what, a 3-second silence or 4-second silence? I think it's 3. While like Ivy's old as 4. I mean, it's like 1 second less and a straight up ultimate on like a 26-second cooldown with the Transcendent cooldown item, I'm pretty sure. If not 26, it's around there. So like on a giant cone AoE item that just transfers, it goes through everything. Pretty insane.
Interesting enough, it hasn't been as much, hey, just a eternal night for Earn fights.
You pop that on a freaking you pop that on the Lady Geist right before she pops ult, right when your teammate dives on her. She can't use her ult that would have saved her for like that whole time. She has to waste a Dispel Magic or something to get out of it. And then your teammate could have probably killed her by then. She would pretty much have to anticipate that she's about to get hit by Silence Wave there.
Going to chase down League, and League obviously a massive pickup at this point in the game. So buffs up in about 30 seconds. So definitely going to give something worth fighting.
Always get every sinner sacrifice. Even when you see these people kind of avoid jungle sometimes for a good part of the game, and they're just team fight, boxes, team fight boxes. You're always getting sinner sacrifices off respawn because they give you buffs. So you see how he just got bonus health, ability cooldown, bonus health. It gives you 4 random of the pickupable buffs on the map. So there's like fire rate, weapon damage, spirit power, bonus health, cooldown reduction. I think that's it. If there's one more, just let me know. But like pretty much of all the buffs that you could pick up on the map, it gives you 4, and it could give you all 4 of the same. But yeah, he got 25 bonus health, 25 bonus health to get. So you got 50 bonus health from this, and then he got 1.5% cooldown reduction from the one. So let's see what you get from this one.
They have the paradox in their composition.
25 bonus health, 3 spirit power, 2% fire rate, 25 bonus health. So 50 more health from this. 3 spirit power, which this adds up. I mean, like if you're getting like boxes and the little like bases, and they drop like, let's say you got like 38 spirit power from just those alone, from throughout the game. It won't be that much. Just say like you got like 16 throughout the game, because it's always random, so it's a low chance to get that. But like 16 throughout the game, and then you got as many, like let's say you got like 15 of these spirit center sacrifices. You got like another like 16 whatever from this. Let's say 16. That's 32 spirit power. Most like items are not giving you 32 spirit power. Then with balanced spirit gives you like 15% more. And then let's say like with the if you're a full spirit character, you're gonna have this maxed out because you're gonna have most of the big purple items by then, and you're gonna get like a huge like 100 something boost. You know, like yours is gonna hit way harder than any other person who's spirit. That's like where people don't understand. Is like, why is this guy so much tankier than me? Why is this guy shooting faster than me? Why is this guy with the, like a little bit less items? Why is this guy hitting harder than me? You know, like what is happening? It's just because they're getting this, yeah.
Okay, it's time. Stone are going to be used here. Look, you can see the chase
Okay.
is on. Everyone's going after the last two under some extreme pressure. Can melee creeps actually make something of this?
I just gave him up. See right there, silence wave. Couldn't Yamato ult for a while. That allowed Yamato to get pretty much super bursted and force him to run instead. I think as well, you need to get, and you don't need silence wave on every character, but you need something of equivalence, an active item of equivalence to silence wave. Knockdown, like how this page has, silence wave, curse, you know, anything that's an active debuff based CC-ish active, I think is just really good and just helps win every team fight. It makes any character a CC character, right? You can make any character, you can make any character into a support character. You can make any character into a tank character, but you always need knockdown. Let's say, let's look at this team. Ivy and ult, I don't think has unstoppable unless she wants to like buy it. But early game, nobody like an Ivy's not thinking like, oh, someone's gonna throw knockdown on me. But if you throw knockdown on anyone airborne, it's a longer stun. So yeah, and then let's say Lady Geist, you could throw knockdown on her, and then right before she's able to ult, right before it goes off, you kind of just melting her, and then you fly in, and then your melee like Billy could just fly in, one slammer up, heavy melee, and then do something, you know. Usually you don't have enough time, but if you could like 2 in, 1 and then walk away before she can pop ult on you. You could knock down on the silver, so it's easier to kill her.
Big old rallying charge to knock Lord NM out of the cursed apple entirely. Rocker, evidently too close to the sun.
It's a little bit better for the blue team to have against the yellow team though, because you could knock down Bebop out of his ult, you could knock down Lash out of his ult, you could curse him instantly out of his ult, which is way faster. He's popping ult. I've cursed Lash. And right before he was able to even left click to throw people, because you have to do it like he pretty much has to do it knowing like fast, knowing the enemy team has curse. And I just cursed him out the air, he got nothing, and then just instantly died when he hit the ground because it silences you, disarms you, and yeah, you just die. Just know that curse though, it reduces your damage output, so it's not as good on like a DPS character now. It's only by 6% damage, but if you don't have enough damage items, you're just gonna do no damage on a DPS character. So.
And you know, Paige read a book called The Cavalry, and that was enough. But the change up of positions here, when it says 4 men in control of the urn, and now what do they do?
A 20-minute mid boss, huh? Okay, so this is about the time that I've been trying to urge people in my games to be doing it, because I think mid boss spawns at 10, but they slow down the game enough that you don't see anyone getting mid boss at 10.
Eternal Knight still off cooldown, not a lot of options, but this is something they need to go into at the very least. Get some of the rejuve.
I feel like mid boss should not spawn at 10. It should spawn at like 15, to be honest. I don't know if I'm pretty sure it spawns at 10 though, but yeah, I think it should spawn at 15 or even 20 minutes like Baron. I always found it weird. I'm like, man, it spawns so early. Like, my Guardian's still up and they spawn.
Cut down to 3 players and really in no position to fight for it. Their gambit was to contest these rejuve buffs, but after the fact they weren't able to fight, only down to 4 players. Felt like it was their fight to throw away.
That was a good team fight, and they got they were able to pop the rejuve there. Because like yellow team had the rejuve, blue team contested it, blue team wiped all rejuves. Yes, blue team lost 4, but they were able to get rid of all the rejuves, so they don't have to actually worry about it. Because if they didn't even contest it at all, they would have just got fried by this. Like a good team with rejuve is punishing you in your base. And their dead timer is only 20 seconds.
was their fight to throw
They
away.
might be able to get a walker now, at least.
The end
So
result, not exactly what they expected, but again, it could be worse. You may go at this and go, okay, you've lost 4 people contesting mid. Well, yes, but melee creeps also don't have the benefit of triple rejuve to go into more pushing.
yeah, like yeah, you lost 4 people. Now they have a decent soul lead. You still have Earn though. You can just play for Earn. They don't have rejuve to get like 2-3 walkers and get like either gonna get 2 walkers off that or they're gonna get all your walkers off that. They get way more items off that, and they might even kill you multiple times in the process of you trying to stop them. Since they have rejuve, they can play super aggressive, die for nothing, and then come back instantly in the fight. So it's like they would have ended up having a bigger soul lead and had items on you, which would have been
Still
more
overtime
detrimental.
too, that, the pickup margin was just on the edge of it being a advantage earn for Floormen, but instead it's going to be one last neutral earn to push melee creeps
That hurts.
even further ahead. But you know, Floormen, because there's no rejuves and the power of that contest,
That
here,
does suck. It
they can come on.
I think it's like 20,000 souls ahead. Then you get comeback earn.
Somehow though,
So yeah, like right when she picked it up, it wasn't a comeback earn.
yeah, they just can take
Okay,
it.
melee creeps don't even come
Oh.
in. Okay, that
I
is
guess
wild.
they want left Walker for this, and maybe some
They need the item, I think. I guess give up the walker plus default earn. It might be the same amount of
But
souls.
that's, I don't know. I mean, this is where you'd rather do the walker trades a bit earlier in the game, because I don't know. I don't love doing walker trade at this point because you got Floormen pretty sizably back.
Oh my gosh, the hook.
Hook over and in on Lord and out.
Oh my gosh, the hook.
On the reset. Max points being invested into that hook, and a lot of pressure there. It's going to keep the silver out of the map. However, yes, Scout realizes it's going to be an airdrop used there. No point pushing any further up. Now, though, big shove in mid. With all of his Floorman players concentrated over towards the right side of the map, you can see melee creeps are setting yet another trap here and hoping to convert it into one of these walkers.
Melee creeps all together here on the right hand side. Floormen being a little bit more defensive.
John 32k, by the way.
Yeah, I think when you look at win conditions for Floormen, if you can do some sort of dive, whether it be
Their Yamato
small,
player and
even
Silver
like
player are
John's
still
in
struggling
early,
so hard.
completely different situation, because some of the elements of melee creeps don't scale as well into late game, you know, especially the bebop.
It's the
end game-
ricochet inhibitor combo for John that is pretty scary. If that guy gets to do his work, I mean, that inhibitor...
I feel like Silver doesn't really scale either because you have to get Dispel Magic to just maybe do something.
Death Slam catching on towards 2 and see, okay. Silver in deep trouble here. Rocker and League simply ceased to exist. Don't know what happened to the Drifter there, but there was no chance for League to actually be an active participant in this fight. And so that will mean at least one Walker picked up.
Trying to escape the chase down. Not quite going to be able to make full clearance. Take a look at Ido ABG.
He's going to be going for it here. John though is, I mean, he's hitting very, very hard. And the outgoing damage
My
reduced
lord.
because those inhibitor procs matters there as well. ABG is not able to get anything done. Spends a big ultimate, still gets picked up. And it is going to be the Bebop, the menace himself. Scout.
I really feel like Floorman had it for a while and then they just threw it away. I don't know what's going on anymore. I guess there's 0 and like 4 teammates aren't really helping.
I will say, though, I mean, for how bad it could be, and look, losing another walker here is, in fact, pretty rough. It could be worse for Floormen if they weren't able to prevent the rejuve in middle. I mean, a 20k difference between both teams. The problem that they're having in these bigger fights is that they're ending up going after targets, whether it be the Billy, whether it be the Shiv, whether it be the Lash. And the last few fights, John's been relatively untouched, and you're in the danger zone here where it is a 36k Mirage. It is one player that
Wow.
needs to die. But maybe you could scout here as a consolation.
36k Mirage. He really played it for the late game, bro. He got like dang near every jungle camp. He always made sure he was there in the lane. He got solo lane XP. Like, wow.
Exactly the kind of player you're looking for, but the cavalry may have indeed arrived.
He's like living in all these fights, so he's getting assists and kills.
Relatively farmed in his own right. John was not picked up in the end, still alive. And Ido going to use every ounce of that slick movement at his disposal to go after Poshy Pop. Nice little slam. Poshy's in trouble. Makes use of the soul exchange, and that leaves Ido in a bit of an awkward spot now. Counterspell has to be used, but Ido is very, very low. Poshy, though, is healthy.
Wow.
Up, ready to go. Fishcake picked off and then ran straight into the Geist trap. However,
I didn't even get Silence Wave on Lady Geist. Because imagine, I think if you Silence Wave somebody, they can't use items either.
Because Goober and Poshy Pop really can't linger.
Oh, the earn position is so tough. Goober wasn't quite able to get the pickup and instead leaves empty-handed, not able to use his movement to get up and away. And man, the fact John John's still up, that great escape still being just miserable for Floriman to deal with. John picks up another, and Wallace Earn has to go into enemy territory. Buffs came up in the melee, and look at this. The gun buff is tailor-made for John to just casually walk up here, Mitch, get a little bit extra fire rate, get more clip size, and if you're Floriman, on one hand,
it's messed up.
Yeah,
his fire rate is insane now. He's got the spiritual overflow fire rate increase from Ricochet as well.
Wow.
The guy is going absolutely crazy. Not to mention, of course, like just that sustained damage build up as time goes on from spiritual overflow and the debuffs from inhibitor. You have to go after the Mirage straight away.
I wonder why they dropped it there. Did they do that to like kind of mess with them? I can see like maybe you do that, pop every shield on yourself, sit on the urn, and then run towards it. You put up a divine barrier on yourself, like you can get the move speed buff.
Look at Foreman right now. There's not a lot of things they have. I mean, I guess your ideal would be you get a swap on the John, Eternal Night goes off at the same time. But part of the reason why Mirage is so good right now, it's not just his output with gun damage, it's the fact that when you add in Tornado, you add in Traveler, one of the more slippery heroes in the game to deal with. Like, it's easy to be like,
oh, and he has suppressor too, so he can win a lot more 1v1s. I like that build a lot, actually. Inhibitor, counter spell, and reactive barrier, just in case to survive some dumb fights, because he's been getting focused. Oh, he has toxic bullets now. He has Merc Magnum toxic bullets off of that. Oh, it's over.
Obviously, Merc Magnum just gets that extra spirit damage and bonus fire rate, by the way. Obviously, you know exactly what you imbue with that. So this guy also, like, QSR is just a insane effect, right? And being able to have another clip of 30 to roll with is insane. Anyway, early Shadow Transformation in this fight. AVG at least is able to use it to back away. Melee Creeps getting on defense now as we had a bit of time where they consolidated. They certainly wanted.
I can see QSR still like being good a little bit over active reload, simply because it's literally on ability use, so it's instant. While active reload is like you have to wait for the timing, and some people don't really like play. People usually just do it because they just don't like mini games. To be honest, it's not even like the active reload is bad. It's just I usually always hear I just don't like playing the mini game stuff. I don't want to sit here in a fight and worry about hitting the timing of my reload. Most of the time, I never miss it, so it's just kind of what you're used to. Like a Gears player is not worrying about that. You have to do that, do it in Gears for every single reload you have to do. So I got used to it back in Gears. No life in that game.
Definitely uncomfortable about trying to fully commit into a fight right now. They'll settle for.
Shout out to my Gears players out there.
Offer that mid boss. Plenty of room though to get topped back up. Not sure what Lord M is waiting for or hoping for up there. Now the long staircase is going to be what's being looked at, and we'll double back for some pressure.
Are they like still trying to fight for that when that whole big team fight's happening? What was that Page doing? Team wasn't even close to him.
Clearly in the thick of things here, you can see the Kutsu bombs just riddling across the ground. Poshy Pop has been picked off. No risk of that soul exchange, flipping the fight on its head. Couldn't ask for much better than those exact.
I'm surprised he doesn't have Echo Shard.
Paradox and of course Lady
Headhunter, huh? I mean, I guess the headshot damage is pretty good as a decent burst.
Given that all started where AVG was out of position, I think it may have been a scout hook that put AVG in a tough spot.
Literally, all you need is Page ult at level 2. Sit at a certain spot, and literally when they drop down just before, like they try to do something else. You just pop Page ult, stun their whole team, do it just close enough that you could kind of dash in heavy melee yourself, and you're good.
The Eternal Night right after, and melee creeps, Mitch, they just correctly identify, well, you don't got anything left in the bank to actually defend. We're gonna go on mid boss, and now you have to fight in the situation that just feels awful.
That's where Vortex Web is also good on Page. You could Vortex Web them from the top when they're trying to jump down. It will suck them into the middle, and then you ult instantly, stun them, and then you pop your 3, you roots them, and then they're just like, oh my god. Your team gets the rejuve, they instantly die right after because he couldn't move for like fucking 4 seconds, 5, 6 seconds.
Whereas John is, well, I mean, the guy is the quintessential gun carry on this team. Unreal player, and now he has a bit of everything. Obviously, we talked about the Merc Mag upgrade from QSR earlier, so has basically the dream build ready to go here.
Yeah, I like the. I need to start buying suppressor in certain characters, to be honest. A lot of characters do kind of rely on the stamina broken.
Stamina problem. Okay, Ido's just restarting. All good.
Ido, great streamer, top player. more PC issues than anything. It is a recurring meme. Like, I actually don't know how Ido gets out of bed in the morning sometimes. That stuff that he's just like, I don't know why it's breaking. Oh, I mean, also there's the entire thing of the video card where, you know, basically Cheto was like, no, install your own video card, it'll be fine. And apparently it was like a disaster and the video card broke or something. Like, it was something like something absolutely terrible.
What?
When Ido was tasked with doing anything other than being good at Deadlock. It's like video card.
Oh, he's doing a lot better now. 7-2. He went from 1-2-3 doing nothing to 7-2-13 because his team's kind of. It's the way he's playing. It definitely feels like he's just hoping that his team's able to go in so that when he does stuff, he could like get probably kills off of it. He didn't want to do like he had no build to be an early game Lash that slays the enemy team because everybody in the game knows how to counter Lash. So at the top of the top. I still think he's super annoying regardless, but at the top of the top, people know how to counter him.
Smart people can have dumb moments too.
I'm a himbo, bro. Dead ass, man.
Dude,
Deadass.
I'm glad you got it, Mitch. Thank God you got into esports and you were not designing my airplane. Like, good God.
Listen, at least on airplanes, the on-off button and the USB port look different, bro. They're different plugs. Don't worry about it. Trust me.
See that item, Crushing Fist. On most characters, honestly, unless you go Mercurial Mag, I think it's still like a good option to get ammo back. Because nobody's like expecting the long range melee on most characters, right? Like you can kind of get a heavy melee off once in a while. It's more consistent on certain characters to just get Mercurial Mag or active reload, but
You know, Mitch, they say we like the lights on. Thank you very much. There's no night. It is just the blaring sun illuminating the oncoming demise.
It is Reykjavik in the summer, buddy. Yeah, keep them shades down if y'all want to sleep. Rallying charge, thrown in through the mix. It's Poshy Pop taken down first. And I really just want John POV here because I just want to watch people melt. You get the idea though. There could be shrines picked up.
this right here, I'd say yes, it is good to just hard W, kill as many as you can, put them on respawn cooldowns, finish shrines in 10, and look how fast they all dove on the same one. This guy is OP enough that he could do it by himself. I mean, he literally is all attack speed and fat weapon damage. So.
In the right location, making John a force to be reckoned with.
Yo, shout out to TK Breezy for the raid, where, you know, one of the fun, interesting pipelines for Deadlock? It's not just other FPS games. You got a bunch of fighting game legends also up within here.
Shout out to TK Breezy, actually. He's a homie of mine. And also Smash commentator extraordinaire, but not a shock because, dude, it's you got all these melees, you got all the parries, you got all the fighting game tech, and also speaking of melee creeps, oh my god, what a performance, bro! John 49,000 souls,
bro.
That's the logo.
Crazier than that.
His fire rate, he was shooting an AR with that little.
Why's that guy caked up?
That's insane.
People are surprised that I went to college.
Oh,
Well,
What the hell?
All right, well that's esports. That was like a pretty good match. It like Floorman had the advantage early. I don't know why they threw it later, but I mean, yeah, it happens. That's Deadlock. I've literally lost games or the enemy team is down a man. I'm like 16 kills deep, and my team just throws it, right? I could have probably ended it somehow. I try to get more like aggressive and comms in the sense to be like, we need to do this, we need to do that. Come here, let's go. I'm gonna backdoor this, like, and yes, you need to start backdooring more. Walkers die faster to a singular person compared to if the whole team's there, so you can kind of cheese that, especially depending on the character you're playing. If you're playing Haze, bro, you're playing Wraith, you're playing Viper, you're playing the guy John was playing, Mirage. Like, if you're playing any of these characters, even like tank characters, dude, like I'm playing Abrams and I just run up to it, pop my one, and then like bait the slam and then just go shoot melee, shoot heavy charge, shoot heavy charge, shoot heavy charge, and then literally destroy like everything. Billy, I do the same thing. So yeah, you have to just make do. But you can see like there's certain mistakes that I didn't even kind of catch even when I was watching, but they're making the same mistakes that I see people in like rituals make once in a while, right? And I feel like the higher the rank it goes, like for me, and like when I was like competing Marvel Rivals, and at the top level, or like Paladins, and I was playing like traveling the world to play that thing, whether it was on console or it was on PC, it didn't matter. It didn't matter the system. It didn't matter what the controller or keyboard they're using. It didn't matter whatever. didn't matter the rank, people will make mistakes. But at the top rank, let's say like you're making that one player makes 5 mistakes in that entire set, right? And that will make or break you winning the match. And the team that has the least amount of mistakes will win the game. While at low ranks, right, where like Richless is in this game is golden league. If you look at the rank distribution, where majority of the player base is, the highest average amount of players is in Richless, and it's only 5 ranks up within like what is like 11 or 12 rank tiers or whatever. So it pretty much is right in the middle. So that makes sense. It's the gold of Deadlock. So if you're hard stuck in Rich List, then you could kind of use these games to understand, hey, what can I do? Like let me learn. Let's say let me watch this Ivy player. I play Ivy. Let me see how this Ivy player is building. Let me see how this Ivy's player utilizing their ult. Let me see how this Ivy player, or like how aggressive they're playing. Are they playing like sometimes even too aggressive? Like I noticed at one time he went like super in, nobody was around him, and he got like 1v2'd in that little pit. Somehow got out, I think. But like he uses like stone form to just do nothing. Like he just went up and down while the guy wasn't even close to him. He used it to kind of heal, I guess, later, but like he could have easily just walked out the like waited a second, walked out the mist, jumped up, and then use his thing to get back on the ledge or something, you know? And his teammate was like outside, like above him, so he could have easily got there. But yeah, just notice things like that. Utilize stuff like that, and then look at your own gameplay, and then you'll be like, oh wow, like yeah, that guy did stuff way different from me. Like Mirages is like one of the hardest characters to play in the game because he's so late game. Like he literally needs to get like 35,000 souls pretty much to finally start doing stuff. So definitely watch things like that. How that guy just ended up popping off, and then he just carried the game, and they couldn't lose anymore because he got to the point in the game where it's over. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Peace out. Hope you have a great day. More Deadlock content to come. I don't know how fast I'll be able to pump it out, but I'm always trying to pump out at least one video every other day. Yeah, I'm trying to do like at least every 2 days at one video minimum, but you know, it's kind of hard. But peace.